In modern life, where every moment seems to be enveloped by incessant sounds, there is a magical power waiting to be discovered: the power of silence. Silence is not merely the absence of noise. It is also the key to unlocking the inner world where humans find peace, clarity, and boundless spiritual strength. In Stoic philosophy, silence is not just a state of restraint, but a way of life, a means to cultivate willpower and inner peace. Indeed, amidst the hustle and bustle of everyday life, we often forget the value of silence. When the external world becomes so noisy that we can no longer hear our voices, Stoic philosophy reminds us that in stillness we find the strength to face challenges and to understand ourselves and the world around us. The World Health Organization has published a 10-year study on the impact of noise, highlighting its negative effects on human health, such as heart disease, sleep disorders, cognitive impairment in children, discomfort, and tinnitus. These studies also open a new door: seek tranquility in silence. This is not just a call to reduce external noise, but also a reminder to seek inner silence, where power and peace coexist. Let us explore the mysterious and powerful force of silence through the lens of Stoic philosophy. We will learn how to harness this power, not only to improve mental and physical health, but also to find serenity, clarity, and courage in daily life. Join us on this journey, and you will discover that within silence lies a vast world of inner strength for spiritual freedom. Number 1. Fortify Resilience. In the darkness of difficulties and adversities, we often seek the light of resilience to illuminate the path ahead. Stoic philosophy teaches us that in silence we not only find tranquility, but also find the strength to build and fortify resilience. Nothing illustrates this more clearly than the image of a fortress of patience and fortitude, steadfast amidst gloomy weather, not only as a backdrop, but also as a symbol of the challenges we face in life. In the chaotic universe known as the era of Marcus Aurelius, the emperor and philosopher faced a series of seemingly insurmountable adversities. Devastating epidemics sweeping through the empire, endless wars, and treacheries from those he trusted. In such a backdrop, another person might have chosen to succumb to despair and panic, but not Marcus Aurelius. Instead, in the darkness of the world he lived in, he found a beacon of light in Stoic philosophy, a lighthouse in the night. Every moment of silence that Aurelius dedicated to contemplation was not just a time away from the noise of the court or the pain of the external world. It was moments where he reconnected with himself, with Stoic wisdom and ethics, to find the strength not only to withstand the storm, but also to navigate through it with courage and sagacity. His decisions, distilled from these deep reflections, not only shaped his destiny, but also that of the entire Roman Empire. Marcus Aurelius became not just an icon of resilience through how he survived, but more importantly, through how he thrived and rose above every challenge. Through the pages of his meditations, he left behind not only a philosophical legacy, but also a spiritual map for all those seeking light in darkness, strength in weakness, and above all, resilience in adversity. Those moments of silence not only saved him from despair, but also helped him reshape the world around him with a clear vision and unwavering courage. Please remember that silence is not avoidance, but an active process where we learn to confront and embrace challenges not as foes, but as companions on the journey of personal growth. In silence, we are tempered by patience, self-control, and wisdom, building a sturdy wall against life's disruptions. This is the forge where not gold or silver, but our spirits are refined, turning painful experiences into lessons on strength and resilience. We who pursue fortitude through Stoic philosophy are called not only to stand firm like ancient oaks in a storm, but also to recognize that within each challenge lies a lesson, an opportunity for growth and development. Fortitude is not the result of silence, but the process constructed through silence, a process where we learn to accept, confront, and ultimately appreciate challenges as significant steps on the path to maturity and understanding. Through the tranquil journey of fortitude, we not only learn how to overcome challenges, but also how to accept and cherish them as indispensable elements in our formation and self-development. This is the essence of Stoic fortitude, a journey filled not only with challenges, but also with rewards, opening doors to growth, and a profound understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Number 2. Cultivate inner tranquility. Our journey begins with the profound art of cultivating inner peace. A serene body of water, gently rippling with small waves, is not just a metaphor, but a vivid symbol for the depths of the mind. In this noisy and bustling world, seeking inner peace is akin to finding a clear lake in the vast desert. Silence is not merely the absence of noise, but a space that allows us to deeply connect with ourselves, unveiling a rich and diverse inner world. In Stoic philosophy, inner peace is regarded as the highest goal of life, not a destination, but a journey. And silence is the most important key to unlocking this door. Like Marcus Aurelius, who used silence as a means to temper the soul and develop self-control and a profound understanding of oneself and the world. Every day, Marcus Aurelius dedicated time to reflect in silence, jotting down his thoughts, later known through his work, Meditations. He likened his soul to a tranquil body of water, where peace remains undisturbed by external waves. Despite facing the pressures and challenges of supreme power, he kept his soul unwavering, thanks to the quiet moments he spent in reflection and self-examination. We can apply this lesson to our daily lives by creating moments of silence where we can pause, rest, and reflect. You can start with just 5 minutes a day, sitting quietly in a tranquil corner, turning off your phone and all electronic devices, and simply being with yourself. In these moments, we learn to listen to the inner voice, realizing that true peace emanates from within our souls. Imagine a day when you feel stressed because of work, family, or personal worries. Instead of confronting that worry directly by talking, working, or even seeking solace on social media, you decide to spend 10 minutes sitting quietly in your room, turning off all devices and just focusing on your breath. In the first few minutes, you might find it difficult to concentrate, but gradually, you begin to feel the tranquility spreading in your mind, like gentle waves erasing all anxieties. This is the power of silence, where we find peace and inner strength to face life's challenges. The journey towards inner peace is an ongoing process, and each moment of silence we choose is an important step forward. Through connecting with silence and ourselves, we not only find peace, but also open the door to a deep understanding of life and ourselves. We are eager to hear your thoughts on the journey of seeking inner peace through silence. What does peace mean to you in your daily life? Have you ever experienced any positive changes when spending time in silence? Please leave your comments below this video. We believe that each of us has valuable stories and lessons, and sharing those experiences can help us find peace and inner strength together. As the world around us seems to try to overwhelm every sense, returning to silence is the method for us to master our minds, spirits, and ultimately our lives. Through focusing on silence, we not only learn to control negative thoughts and emotions, but also find clarity and insight in every decision and action. Number 3, sharpen focus and clarity. In the journey of seeking tranquility and inner strength, Stoic philosophy has revealed a remarkable discovery. The power of silence not only helps us confront challenges, but also serves as the key to sharpening focus and clarifying the mind. Imagine your mind not merely as a vessel of information, but as a clear pond undisturbed by daily worries, reflecting the world with pristine clarity. In the silence advocated by Stoic philosophy, those worries dissolve, and mental clarity becomes not just a temporary state, but a flexible and potent force. To understand this better, let's consider the example of a writer named Brian. In the quietest moments of his day, when the world around him sinks into silence, his ideas become sharp and flow freely. Every word, every story seems to find its way from his mind to the page without the hindrance of doubt or distraction. This is when focus and clarity peak, not through forced effort, but as a result of nurtured silence within. In a bustling world where noise and chaos seem never-ending, seeking moments of quietude may seem like an impossible task. Yet, this is precisely the rigorous exercise Stoic philosophy encourages us to undertake. As we learn to disregard external clamor and internal turmoil, we not only discover serenity, but also find the capacity for heightened concentration and subtle insight. Silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of a luminous space where the mind can truly operate without distraction. So, how do we apply this to our daily lives? Begin by dedicating time each day to silence, even if only for a few minutes. In these moments, set aside worries and thoughts of the future and simply be in the present. You may find, like the clear pond, your mind gradually becomes clearer, activating the power to perceive the world with clarity and depth. This is not merely a simple action, but a process of cultivation, a habit that can transform our lives. Furthermore, applying focus and clarity also involves managing personal time and space seamlessly. By identifying priorities and specific goals, we can create a clear and systematic work plan, optimizing productivity and achieving success in all areas of life. Finally, practicing focus and clarity not only brings personal benefits, but also positively impacts the social environment around us. By living consciously and wisely, we can inspire and encourage others, contributing to the development and harmony of society. In conclusion, honing focus and clarity is not just a personal journey, but an integral part of living by Stoic philosophy. By applying these principles to daily life, we can become sharper, wiser, and more confident in every situation, thereby promoting personal growth and the prosperity of the social community. Inspire others. Can you share a story where you gradually gained clarity and focus in silence? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Number 4. Forge Stoic connections. In the moments of silence amidst the rhythm of life, we seem to be exploring a parallel world, a space where strong silence exists. True to its name, Stoicism, the ancient Greek philosophy, has found a profound connection between silence and living a moral life. In forging enduring connections, we not only open the doors of intellect, but also intertwine the sturdy threads of ethics and autonomy. One of the most potent ways silence manifests is through its ability to create a profound inner space where we can grasp knowledge and courage from within. Like an artist seeking tranquility for creativity, or a philosopher delving into autonomy, we easily recognize that in silence, our consciousness expands and our potential develops. Let's delve into Alex's story, who is facing challenges in the workplace. Alex regularly confronts stress from tight deadlines and relentless demands from the boss. To cope with this situation, Alex applies Stoic philosophy to his daily life. Every morning, before stepping into the office, Alex spends a few minutes meditating and contemplating. In this moment of silence, he not only pauses to breathe and listen, but also pays attention to his emotions and thoughts. Through this, Alex creates an inner space where he can assess his mood clearly and reshape his mindset before diving into his busy work life. During work, as things become tense and pressure mounts, Alex doesn't react immediately to negative emotions. Instead, he perceives and accepts the situation with insight and gentleness. The silence in Alex's mind helps him create a gap to choose how to respond more clearly and autonomously. Rather than being swept away by the sea of emotions, Alex remains calm and deals with challenges patiently and confidently. In the end, by applying silence and Stoic philosophy to his daily life, Alex not only developed personal self-control, but also created a more positive and efficient work environment. Through this practice, Alex became not just a vivid example of the power of silence in daily life, but also a source of encouragement and motivation for others in the Stoic community. Silence also serves as the foundation for building connections within the broader Stoic community. As a group of individuals sharing the same philosophy and life goals, they can utilize silence as a means to communicate and share their experiences deeply and meaningfully. Through silence, they not only learn from each other, but also find empathy and support, forming a strong network of like-minded friends. In conclusion, forging strong connections is not just about delving into oneself, but also about connecting with the community and the world around us. Silence is not merely a tool for achieving inner peace, but also a bridge to understanding, ethics, and a profound connection to Stoic philosophy. This not only makes us stronger in our daily lives, but also creates more meaningful relationships with the world around us. Moments of silence are not just opportunities to rest, but also precious chances for reflection, exploration, and connection with oneself and the world. Focusing on reflection is not just part of the personal journey, but also an important tool to help us understand ourselves better and how we interact with the social environment. Let's explore together how silence can enhance concentration and clarity in reflection, opening the door to deep understanding and insight in our daily lives. Number 5. Amplify mindful reflection. In the journey of seeking meaning and purpose in life, silence is not merely a space, but it becomes fertile ground, nurturing profound contemplation and mindful awareness. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "Become an impregnable fortress within yourself." This statement resonates deeply with us today as a reminder of the power of silence to connect with oneself. But how do we truly tap into this mysterious source of strength? Meditation and reflection practice are not only techniques to empty the mind, but also means to fill it with understanding and profound wisdom. When we are still and focus on our breath, we open up space for the mind to observe not only our thoughts and emotions, but also the richness of the world around us. Have you ever wondered why the best ideas often come when you're not actively thinking about them? Moments of silence, when devoted to contemplating questions like, "Who am I?" and "What am I seeking in this life?" can open the door to self-awareness and a deep understanding of oneself and the world. This not only helps us become more mindful in each moment, but also serves as a way to find direction and purpose in life. Imagine a tranquil morning as dawn breaks and the world is still steeped in slumber. You decide to dedicate this time to yourself, finding a quiet outdoor space where only the gentle rustle of leaves and distant bird songs accompany you. You sit down, close your eyes, and begin to focus on your breath, letting thoughts of work, worries, or daily tasks dissolve one by one. As you immerse yourself in this silence, a sudden idea emerges in your mind. It's the solution to a complex issue at work that you've been grappling with for weeks. You realize that in that moment of silence, when your mind is no longer crowded with a barrage of thoughts and worries, you've created space for the mind to freely engage in creative problem solving and find a solution. This transparency is akin to a painting crafted from serenity. It not only aids you in solving a particular problem, but also instills a sense of refreshment and confidence. It makes you wonder, how many other creative solutions could you uncover if you simply dedicated a little more time to silence each day? Modern life often demands constant connection and reaction, yet the story reminds us of the value of pausing, creating a space of silence to deepen our connection with ourselves and unlock creative potential within. It's a valuable lesson Stoicism offers. In silence, we find not only peace, but also inspiration and solutions for everyday life. This practice, though simple, requires patience and long-term commitment. Techniques like meditation, self-reflection, or even silent walking can help us achieve this state. But most importantly, it's about continuing to inquire, to seek, and never ceasing to explore oneself. So, are you ready to embrace silence and explore what it may unveil for you? As you find peace in silence, you'll begin to understand its true value in constructing a meaningful and purposeful life. This isn't a journey you walk alone, but one where every step, every breath, every thought brings you closer to yourself and a deeper understanding of the world. If you feel the power of silence and deep contemplation has touched your heart and soul, don't hesitate to leave a like and share this video with your loved ones. Together, we can create a space of tranquility in the hustle and bustle of life and enjoy the clarity and creativity that silence brings. Number 6. Enhance self-control. Have you ever sat alone in silence, letting your mind wander through thoughts and emotions, undisturbed by the noise of the outside world? In the journey of self-discovery and unlocking one's full potential, silence is not just a space of tranquility, but also a powerful tool for strengthening willpower and self-mastery. Stoic philosophy, with its strong emphasis on controlling what is within reach and accepting what is beyond individual power, provides us with a framework to better understand this power. But how can we access and utilize this silence to enhance self-control amidst the storms of life? One way is through daily meditation, a method practiced by Stoics not only as a form of contemplation, but also as a means of focus and mental mastery. As we sit in silence, we learn to observe without judgment, thus helping us develop the ability to control our reactions to external situations. This leads to the question, have you ever taken the time to simply sit with your thoughts, not trying to change them, but just observing? Additionally, keeping a daily journal is another important tool. It allows us to pause and reflect on our day, what we have learned, and how we can improve. This not only helps strengthen self-control, but also serves as a means of awareness and reflection on our actions and decisions. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, affirmed that it is our attitude toward events, not events themselves, which we can control. Are you ready to take control of your reactions yet? Self-reflection is an essential part of cultivating autonomy. By taking the time to contemplate our values, goals, and ethics, we not only gain a clearer understanding of what truly matters to us, but also can shape actions and decisions in line with these principles. This strengthens autonomy by helping us become consistent between words and actions. All these methods, from meditation and journaling to self-reflection, require silence not only externally, but also internally. This silence not only helps us access ourselves more deeply, but also opens the door for us to truly take control of our lives, leading to a happier and more meaningful life. So, are you ready to explore the power of silence in enhancing autonomy? If you have your answer, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or comment, "I'm ready," so we know you're fully prepared for this journey. Number 7. Open the door to wisdom. Have you ever felt lost amidst the noise of life, longing for a moment of tranquility to simply listen to the inner voice from deep within? Silence isn't just a means to escape the external clamor, but also the key to unlocking the doors of wisdom and clarity. When we pause, take a deep breath, and truly listen to the silence, we not only hear our voices, but also the voice of the universe, as if it's whispering its greatest secrets into our ears. The great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. But how do we apply this powerful philosophy to our daily lives? How can silence become the bridge guiding us to profound discoveries about ourselves and the world around us? In silence, we find a space for reflection, where all the distractions of the outside world momentarily vanish, leaving only ourselves and our thoughts. It's a time when we can delve into our deepest thoughts and emotions, exploring what truly matters and resonates with our inner being. Silence is not just a means to uncover the truth about ourselves, but also a journey toward genuine wisdom and freedom. Have you ever tried to spend time just sitting quietly, doing nothing, and truly listening? In those quiet moments, do you feel closer to yourself and the world around you? Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus taught us that through silence we can access boundless knowledge and strength. They used silence as a gateway to profound insights about life and ourselves. So why not start your journey today by creating moments of stillness? Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly, be still, and truly listen. This isn't just an exercise in silence, but a journey of self-discovery, an exploration of the true power of silence and the wonders it can unveil in your life. When we step out of silence, we bring not only a fresh understanding of Stoic philosophy, but also a newfound inner strength. This strength isn't boastful or loud, yet it has the power to transform our lives from within. We're curious. How has silence helped you discover your inner strength? Has it opened doors to wisdom and self-control that you hadn't known before? Share your experiences and reflections in the comments below. Your story could inspire thousands seeking peace within their souls. If you find value in this video, don't forget to like and share it to support us. This not only helps us continue creating more meaningful content, but also enables these valuable lessons to reach even more people. And finally, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so you won't miss any videos. Let's continue our journey of exploring Stoic philosophy and enhancing inner strength by watching the next videos suggested at the end. Thank you for spending time with us today. Remember, in silence, our true strength is revealed.